Hello YouTube, this is Chris, and today I'll be going over how to create a batch file that can execute external files on your computer, for instance, Sikuli scripts. And if you're not familiar with Sikuli, I'll give you a brief overview. After installing Sikuli, you're going to see um, items like this in the folder where you've installed it. You would run the run IDE.cmd, and that would bring up the screen here. After which you would create your code. It could be anything that you want. You would have to look online to find different combinations or how to make things. But this is a simple loop script. It will click on play if it's already logged into my user account. If it's not logged into my user account and it's logged into a different user account, it will go to this line here. Switch user, it will enter my password and credentials and then click on the login button, and then it will loop back to play, starting the game. Okay, so that's about it on that. So let's go back to what I was talking about here. This is the file I created. It's called let's do this.exe. I'm going to load it. And this is what it looks like. I'm going to go over some of the code here. I should note that any executable containing the task kill may trigger an antivirus warning and prevent the launch of the application altogether. You can add an exception to your antivirus, also restricting task kill to batch only. For example, the cleanup.batch may bypass this warning. I am not sure. I have not tested this. It's worth a try. These are the files wrapped into the SFX WinRAR self-extracting executable. Start.vbs, block of redstone, it's the icon. Danny.mid is the song that plays when you launch the batch file. All my secrets.txt is kind of what you're looking at right now. Cleanup.bat and main.exe. Start with what's in the VBS. This is a Visual Basic script, and it basically hides cleanup.bat. Okay, that's all there is to that. What's in cleanup.bat? It runs the main.exe, and then it runs it hidden because of the VBS script. It runs it hidden, and that will launch it, and in a separate window. It will launch main.exe in a separate window, and when that separate window is closed in any way via exit, Alt F4, the close button, etc., it will perform a cleanup of task kill wmplayer.exe, and I haven't removed this line. This was for another file I created after discovering this whole ordeal here. This console no close is a third-party application which will actually disable the X button on the command menu, and it runs as a process. You can kill it in the task manager, or you can kill it via the batch file that you've created, which is kind of cool. So I'll go to the main exe. You copy this code into advanced bat2exe and embed the external files. For example, danny.mid, all my secrets.txt, to run the rem lines. The rem lines can only be run in executable form. They cannot be run in the batch file. So you would have to turn this batch file into an executable using this program, advanced bat2exe, and embed the external files that you're going to launch with the CMD window. I'm sorry if all this jargon has got you mixed up, but it took me a little while to figure it out, and I'm sure you'll see if you actually go through doing any of this. I'm hoping it can be a template for whatever you're hoping to create. So I'll go over the first line here. This is how big you want your CMD window to be. If you can't see the text, I recommend changing your quality settings for the video. This will be the title of the CMD Minecraft window that I have for this example. Echo off will prevent the display of the commands being run in this text file, or I guess this executable ultimately. Center self, rem center self will center the window once it's been launched into the middle of your screen. I'm not sure what some of this code is because it was pulled from an example file in advanced.exe and I copied and pasted into it. But the gist of it is it creates a box in the center. This is the fake loading screen that you see. This creates a box in the center of the CMD window using these locations, and it changes the color. This is basically creating the fake little progress bar that you see, and it's possible to tie each line with, say, a file. If you're creating an install file or something, you can drop each file in each one, and each time the file is copied, it will progress through the progress bar. So that's kind of a cool feature. And then it will clear the screen and it will reapply echo off. I don't know why I did not delete that line. It will ensure that the color of the screen is black foreground and green text. It will silently launch Danny.mid, which is the piano playing in the background. And then this is the first line it will initialize, start. It will clear the screen of all of this stuff that's right here with CLS. CLS clears the screen. It will echo a blank line, and then it will paste all of this onto the screen. It looks funny right now because this pipe right here, this line, has to be escaped when using it in echo, and this will allow you to use special characters in that echo command. If you're finding that the batch is not loading when you enter your custom logo, you might want to try a single line of the code and progressively add more lines until it stops performing what you want it to do, and add these escapes before those special characters. And this is the menu that you see on the screen, followed by a couple blank lines, and then this is what allows you to use your mouse and click on the options on the screen right here. And it's separated by spaces. So rem mouse CMD space, and then this is the first one, this is the second one, and so forth. This is basically the square that activated the text file you're seeing right now from the CMD menu. If 1, it activates this. If 2, it activates this, and so forth. And if 5, which is this, it activates all my secrets.txt. But it's labeled all my secrets because down here it goes to this right here. and it starts all my secrets.txt and then goes back to start, which basically reloads this screen. It will CLS anything that may have been entered onto the screen after activating this, and then it will refresh the screen. So this is the command I use to launch Minecraft. I dropped minecraft.exe into my program files folder, and this is this command used to launch the Sikuli script. So it's @call, and if any of it has spaces in it, like you see program files has a space right here, a space right here, you have to enter it in quotation marks. So you have your quotation marks, and then what do I want this program to do? Well, I have to add this -r, and that will run this, which is my Sikuli script. And this is kind of how I had to do it after converting it into an executable file, because trying to run other commands like start in batch, it didn't do what I wanted it to do. But this will ensure, if you use @call, that it will launch the script. Okay? And that's basically it. So I will go over kind of what you have to do here. You would copy your text or template into a program called Advanced BAT to EXE Converter, and just control paste, and there you go. That, and then you would click on build exe, and I'm not going to do that right now because you've already seen what it can do. You build exe. Well, you know what? I'll go ahead and I'll do it. I'll build the exe to my desktop, call it blah de blah, save, and yeah, this is why I'm showing you. You have to create your icon. So you'd select icon from wherever your icon might be. Like for this tutorial I used my block of redstone, and then you would have to embed your files that you want to call from the script. So in hello, I've embedded all my secrets.txt. There it is embedded, and I also embedded Danny.mid. And I'm just going to cancel all that and show you that once those are embedded, the program basically knows I can call Danny.mid from the current working directory. I can call all my secrets.txt from the current working directory. You don't have to set a special place for it. The program already knows to call it from where it is. And that's basically it for that. To pack it all into this right here, which basically extracts everything into the current folder, you would have to use WinRAR. So let's do that. Let's not select that. I will show you a quick little clip here on how to do that. You go to all the files you want to archive. You add to archive. And this is the window you will see, and it works the same with a free version of WinRAR. You would create SFX archive, and then you would go to Advanced, click on SFX options, create in the current folder, run after extraction. That would be my start.vbs. And then you go to advanced. Okay, nothing interesting here. Modes. I want to hide all of the self-extracting windows, so it doesn't show me a bunch of garbage. It only shows me what I want to see. Update. You want to select to overwrite files. You don't want it to prompt you a bunch of garbage before starting the file. license text and icon. You can change the icon of the archive that you're creating. You can even add maybe an image logo .bmp. You can add this icon here and then click OK. Go back to general, and I called it hello.exe because it's naming it the folder that it's in. And click OK. And now when I run hello.exe with all of the packed files, it will run the menu. And you'll see that I'll show you one of the menu options. This one will launch my account with the Sikuli script. Once it's performed all of its tasks, it will turn the music off. It will close the window for the CMD menu. And it doesn't have to be Minecraft. You can substitute some of the lines with programs that you use, or even load a web page, or anything you want. Choice is yours. But I hope you enjoyed the video and have a great day.